Go on. I'm doing a fairly late night vlog. It's been a long day today for the renovation of my new house, Heron House. I'm trying to establish really what the best way is to do this, whether to dry line it or whether to plaster the walls again. But obviously to plaster them, I'm going to have to take off what's already there. If I dry line either the window over here or the doorway, the issues that I've got, which aren't huge issues, are the fact that the dry lining will stick out, well, probably match up with the height of the architrave. Right, up here, similar scenario. Yesterday I made my first video, which didn't go really that well. I'm not used to talking to the camera, but I'm hopefully going to get better at it. So in this room, I've got a big old radiator, or a big old radiator. And at the moment, they're single glazed windows, which is going to make for a chilly winter. I thought about basically putting a smaller radiator on that window and another one on that window, rather than one whopping great radiator on one side, because that's the side that I'll be sleeping. If there's only one radiator, the missus can have that side.
This is my update to put on the blog for what we've been up to. So I have just been sweeping up all the mess that Stu's made the last couple of days, chipping off all the plaster in this room. Everything just gets covered in this pink dust we've got everywhere at the minute. And that's what I'm just trying to keep on top of it, but also trying to stop it going everywhere else in the house as well. Started a fire, he's taken over the fire, because Ben always liked to take over a fire, and I'm in here doing the hard work tonight. Tim the plumber came here today to drain down the system and flush it out, but suggested that while we were doing it, we really should be replacing all the pipes that are under the floor and pretty much a new heating system, because we were going to put new radiators in anyway. So now we've turned plumber as well. What we're going to do here, where it links around to the living room, we're going to build a stucco wall across here, so that what we'll have is a nice little alcove in the dining room. We won't have any drafts, and then from here we'll be able to sit and see outside the patio doors out there when it's not absolutely chucking it down like it is at the moment. Stu's decided he likes taking up floorboards, so hang on. Absolute carnage, trying to work out where all the pipes are in the system. We discovered it was a one pipe system. I'm pretending to know what I'm talking about here instead of a flow and return. So Stu is going to replace all of this with a lot of HEP 2.0, lots of floorboards up, because that's where all the pipe work's going to go. All the radiators are out now. So we think what we're going to do now is strip this room as well, get it skimmed while we're doing it, get it sorted. Obviously remove the lovely ensuite over there, the pink sink. So that's this room. All of the hot water is coming upstairs first, round this loop first, and then it's dropping down to all the radiators downstairs. See how much I've learned in 3 weeks? And that's where we are at the minute.
End of week 4. This room is looking loads better. Well, to me it is. I've got provisional wiring for upstairs chased in. My drops from our radiators down here. There's 2 for inside here, 2 going into the toilet next door. Nightmare in here, but we've cut out that part of the plumbing. So all of this is going to be redundant and cut out. We've completely ripped the thing apart.
So it's Sunday night, end of week 4 inside the house. The pipes that we chilled in the wall the other day here, these have got plasterboard fixing over it. Chasing in bits for a double socket and an aerial cable. So it's Sunday night on the 20th of October, so I think it's the end of week 7 in the house. Roundup of what we've done this week. A carpenter come around to quote to put our staircase back. We ended up taking that lovely veneered bit of wood off here, so this has all been stripped back. In the downstairs loo, we've decided this is going to get done as well now, so this will need stripping. That's where the radiator is going to attach, and at the back, instead of this lovely ensemble we got here, there is going to be a vanity unit sort of from that side to that side. Toilet will be moved over to here, and the sink over there. So none of this bit where the sink is now, none of this is going to be here. So it's Sunday the 27th of October today. Clocks went back this morning, so got an extra hour in bed. We started during the week cutting floorboards to put back down. Looks a bit different. Took out the sink, the weird shelf. Started just pulling the loose wallpaper off. Where the double doors were, there's a dining room through into the living room, has been boarded up. So this room is ready for plaster. Not ready for plaster. Today is 17th of November and we've had some progress. So it's starting to look a little bit like a house now, isn't it? Tiled, you can't really see the colour on there, just reflecting the leaded. But there's going to be a splashback in the downstairs loo, and he's just bought this, hello, from eBay today. That's a bit of quartz, really nice thick quartz. Anyway, that's it till next week. So it's the 24th, I think, of November today. Oh, it's getting there. Just how much water's on the windows. So it's Sunday the 15th of December. Under here, under wraps, that is our Christmas present this year, which is a new wood burning stove, which has got to be fitted in there. But out here, yesterday we got all the fence panels delivered, and the fence this time next week will be there. Right, so it's the 29th of December, Christmas has come and gone. Looks a bit weird at the minute, but the reason for that, or really wanted, a lower fence. You can still see out, you can see over to the valley, you can come and have a look at the trains. So today is the 5th of January, and what have we been doing this week? Well, we bought 2 orbital sanders. We spent the last 2 days sanding. So I did this yesterday. Stu's just finished off in here. There's a couple of bits that actually need filling, which we'll have to get the decorator to do. It's unbelievable.
Chopped bits now.
Look at the state of it. But yeah, as he said, he's happy. Dust everywhere. We've got to have all the windows open again. And he's still rubbing his hands over the walls. Oh, he's been doing that non-stop. So it's the 12th of January today, another Sunday update. If I put the camera out the window. How nice is it to hear the birds? So all of a sudden, it's the 2nd of February. Stu has been sorting out fitting this new windowsill that we've got made out of the quartz that we had. Refitting the architrave to our little cupboard up here. We're reusing what we had. New water cylinder. Oh, Stu redid the base that it sits on, the pumps and the flow and returns and the what's-its. That's connecting up 2 radiators. Okay, so it is the 16th of February today, Sunday update. On the heels of Storm Kira last week, we've had Storm Dennis going on outside this weekend. But the first doorknob is on. Carpenter was in yesterday putting in all of the latches and the fittings and things on here. So they all look like that. He hasn't put any more knobs on because he wants us to get different screws because he reckons these ones are rubbish. But everything is white and it just looks so much brighter and lighter and modern and lovely already. We have been in the cupboard in Maddie's room, fitting the plywood, that's what I was doing in a minute. Just dressing it all, making it all look nice. So today's video update, 1st of March today, is some COVID in the living room. Stu and the carpenter put up yesterday, but we were trying to solve gaps above it. That's to keep the bottom line straight. That's our new wall and the bit that got cut out by mistake. She's busy puzzling with electrics and circuit boards at the minute, trying to work out what he should change on the circuit board. Been experimenting with some colours. So on the wall in the hallway, you can see that. So in the living room, these are the 2 colours that we're going to go for. Big discussion at the minute is, are we having that lots of walls and then the lighter one some? I don't know yet. Next big sticking point, hallway colours. Ignore that, that's far too dark. But what I want is on the bottom here underneath the dado, I want a sort of a darker grey, so it's both the same, like both of them. Upstairs, there's all dust again because Stu was sanding that wall down. Got our random cupboard door back on now, but it used to be full height door. Our room hasn't changed, but for once, first weekend in about a month, look outside, it's sunny. We had storm Jorge last night. Okay, so it's the 8th of March. I think I forgot to show last week in our bedroom. We've still got to get rid of that. When we said the skirting board had all been done. There we go, it all looks lovely in here. Stu is very nearly finished, completely rebuilding the hallway window with filler. This colour called Cloudburst, and then below the dado where it's going to be this bit darker colour, so that goes down there. It's going to be painted what colour? Bella's found herself a space, but fire's not even on. Jack's having a city because it's 5 o'clock and it's city, have you? It's the 17th of March today, and a quick midweek update for our self-isolation crew. It's the 19th of March. Stu's been off all week, and look, first hang of the radiators. Right, I'm gonna pan around, and you can see the best one in the house so far. 2 dogs. Look at that. There you go. The 26th of March. A lot of things have happened in the world since the last video. So Monday night we got locked down with the whole coronavirus thing going on. Stu's face. Nice. Okay. See ya. April the 2nd today. In the room, we started to get some colour on here. At the weekend, the 2 carpenters were in by themselves. They have created a masterpiece, really. Look at it. Really, really nice. I'm really happy with it. Everything below the handrail is going to be painted white, and then the handrail will be stained darker because that's oak. What are you doing, Stu?
Oh. There's like a hit there.
April the 16th, and we've come over for just our once weekly visit to the house that we're doing at the moment. A bit of dust and stuff over here that we'll get ready before the second coat, we think. We've got our calico-y colour on here. Very, very subtle, but that wall there is just a shade darker. I can actually see it better on the video. And then you've got that wall there, which really sets the radiator off against it. I'm really chuffed with that. Really modern in here compared to how it used to be. So on the very, very first video, all down right along there, along here was all the pipe work, and it was just a real mess in here. In our room, it's just all coming along really. Maddie's room. She's got the same grey over on these 2 walls. Grown-up girls' room now, eh? Long gone are the days of pink. So today is the 26th of April, and we're starting outside today. No cars, no traffic, no nothing. The living room's had its second coat, so the colour is looking a lot finished really. Jack, what are you doing? Jack, come on. Come on. Bella Bella. Stu has been hanging out of upstairs windows. That's where we had a bit of a leak, so we've just been sanding that back, and he has stuck it down with grip fill. One more view of the pond. Today is May the 3rd, it's 20 to 6, bit of a dull day, so it's not bright out here now. Homemade pond filter here, because we thought the fish had all died. What have we done this week, Stu? We put all the pipes underneath the floorboards last week. Yesterday we drilled all the holes. We're going to go for that one there. That's about it inside really, there isn't much change since last week. Today is the 10th of May, Sunday the 10th. Hallway and the dining room. It's all looking good. And this is our room. So these rooms are they're finished as far as the painters are concerned. So today is the 29th of May. So I thought we'd show you what we're up to at the minute. We hired a van because we bought a bed Turns out the bed is a bit of no good, but we used the van and brought over the stuff that we'd be most precious about. In our room, that's the radiator that's going to go in the kitchen eventually. Spare room, that's Maddie's bed frame. It's all clear again. That's the sink that's going to go down the downstairs toilet.
There was definitely a frog that spewed up. Is that a frog?
Oh yeah. So today is the 14th of June. We haven't done an update video in a little while. We have put our lino down in the downstairs toilet. We've put on the very last radiator on the system. When we first bought the wallpaper, I'd emailed Angel Shawbridge of the Chateau programme on Channel 4, because this is her design. And was just asking her a bit about the history of it, because obviously with the herons on there, and this is Heron House, suits the style so well. And she'd emailed back and she said she wanted to see some pictures when it was all done. So I sent her a photo of the hallway the other day, and she did reply and she said, oh, it looks amazing, really good, which kind of made my day, so that's quite good. Next bit, oh, this is exciting. In the living room, we have got first chandelier is up. Stu wasn't happy with how plumbers had done all of this. We've taken the tank out for now, the cylinder, and he spent days making this. Look at it. Worried man, because look, we are about to turn on the water pipes for the first time and check them everywhere in the house. So let's go for it. So today is June the 27th. The rest of the furniture that we bought has turned up. Unfortunately, we haven't got carpet down yet. It was supposed to come last Tuesday, so that when all of this lot turned up on Wednesday, we could put it straight in here and not move it again. But when the carpet came into the warehouse, they went to cut it to put it all into place, the right shapes for us, and it had a fault right down it, right down the line of the carpet, which would have been in every room. Because I've got some of my ski gang coming over in a minute to sit in the garden, which is why, of course, yesterday it was 30 degrees and sunny, and today it's windy. So today is the 9th of July, Thursday 9th of July, and look, huge progress has been made today. It feels like a house, and it's so soft, and the underlay is so thick. Oh, yeah, really nice. So yeah, look at this. Finished bedroom. That's a bit of it there where you can see where the hoovers come in the different direction. But yeah, this is Maddie's room. So today is the 26th of July, another Sunday update. I'm going to start in the garage today, because I don't think we've been in the garage much. So that's the next thing we're going to have to do. Maybe put in some new bits from about here to the end, on both ends, replace that bit of wood. Trouble here with the buster collar on. The story behind that is in our house in Cossey. She found a deer in the back garden the other day, escaped, ran off chasing it down a road. I didn't know where she was. Luckily someone caught her. Apparently the deer got up and got away. The Bella skinned all the pads on her feet. I got to the emergency vets who got to dress it all and give her painkillers. Got a new to us second-hand oven, which is like in perfect condition, really, really good. It's starting to look like a bedroom. So we built the bed that we bought. We did spend about 4 hours of the day putting one curtain pole up. Wouldn't believe how long that took. And then the biggest of the wardrobe is going to go in this corner here. Big milestone on the 31st of July, which is only next week. It'll be a year since we moved out of our house and into the bungalow. So today is the 31st of August. It's a little mini update in the garage today. These beams.
31st of July.
Oh yeah, 31st of July, sorry, jumping the gun. Is what Stu, who's a bit hot and bothered, has just taken from here in the garage. 3rd of August 2020, I'm doing this video just to show this tree we've got here, which is leaning back towards the house, show you how close to the house it is. we are going to get this tree taken out. It's not a well tree, and it does need to come out. So today is the 2nd of September. I thought I'd do a diary out here today and show where we are with the house as it is. There used to be a cherry tree here. Last week, I think it was the start of last week, they took it down. Here's how rotten the tree was, and we were really pleased that we got it down. In our bedroom, found a Whippet's got a favourite spot already. Look, wardrobe! So, hang on, I've done it wrong. Got to clear out the bottom, all the screws and things that are there. Maddie's room is just waiting to build her bed. She'll go over there. And we've been bringing some of her stuff over bit by bit. Just every time I come over, bringing a car full at the moment, but the rest of it will be done by the removal people. So today is the 8th of September, and it's a monumental day in the life of Heron House. Come and walk around the corner here, because we've just moved in. Mum, look, there's the pink champagne you gave us a year ago to crack when we move in, with 2 ready meals. What more can you want in life? So in the living room, we've left they suggested we leave the sofas like this until we cut up some bits of carpet or something for the feet of all the sofas, because it'll scratch the floor as soon as if they get moved at all. Soon to be PX2 world domination again. The desks are all in the back there. They fit absolutely perfectly. Maddie's room. A couple of her bits. We're in. We're here. Unbelievable. And it's only taken us 13 months since we bought it. Woohoo! But the day is the 20th of September. Kitchen, we have a bomb site today, but let's show since we've moved in what we've got. So yeah, it's a bit of a minefield in here at the moment. Here's my office. My desks were the ones that came from the old house on Vanguard Chase, and they pretty much fit, which is like an inch either end. It's perfect, isn't it? So we got all the sofas set up. Looking really good. I should have dressed it all like estate agents would, shouldn't I, beforehand, but there you get the idea. So we haven't really had a lot of chance to do anything with any of the stuff in here yet. So her bed's made up, and she wanted it over there in that corner so she could see out the window.
Say